So how do you show up on stage, in front of your people, in front of your peers, in front of your colleagues? This is a tough question. Today I'd like to share with you the 3 paradigms of awareness. This may sound a little deep, but I'll ask you to stay with me on this one. The 3 paradigms of awareness are as follows. Number 1, how you see yourself. Number 2, how others see you. And number 3 is the truth. Let's go to number 1, how you actually see yourself. Fortunately, the mirror is a lie. The mirror is full of ego. The mirror is full of you actually viewing and determining and interpreting what you really want to see. The unfortunate part in business is most people believe that the way they show up to their team is actually how they show up to themselves in the mirror. That's not always true. It's been alarming to me in the last couple of years in working with very professional business people that they really don't know how they honestly show up on stage. They think they know, but they really don't know. So unfortunately, there's always a gap of awareness. Now let's go to awareness number 2, paradigm number 2, is how other people see you. Unfortunately, there are a lot of misconceptions in paradigm number 2. There's a lot of stories going on about you. There's backroom conversations, water cooler talks, things that people are talking about you, rumors and stories. And we all know that stories are not always true. But recently I've been using a term called, well, let's just call it, people's perceptions are often their own realities. And when something becomes a reality to somebody, they honestly begin to turn it into a story. And that story then becomes the truth. So the stories that are going on about you and your organization, some of which you're not even aware of, are other people's realities. The tough part is they're not always true. They're not always the real fact. The third paradigm is the difference between 1 and 2, and that is the truth. So my challenge to you is to begin to live in paradigm number 3. The distinction and the difference between paradigm number 1, how you see yourself, and paradigm number 2, how other people see you. Now to do this, you're going to have to eliminate ego. As Eckhart Tolle is quoted as saying, ego and awareness cannot coexist. But today in business, we really don't have much room for ego. Ego is a new 4-letter word in business. To actually understand how you really show up on stage, it's going to require something of you that's different, something that not a lot of executives are comfortable with, and that's called having honest, open dialogue. I would challenge you starting today to have some honest, open dialogue with the very people you work with around how they actually see you. But don't turn this into a problem-solving exercise. Turn this into an opportunity exercise where you can ask some open, honest questions that elicit open, honest feedback. And I would ask you to listen the way you've never listened before. Don't justify yourself. Don't give people reasons why they aren't correct. The way they see you, again, is their reality. Coach them to see the new reality. But once you understand the truth, act on the truth. Don't put it on your to-do list. Do something about it today. If you need some help, give us a call.